Welcome guys to Zero Chills TV. I am excited to be here. I have two guys in studio but I will only see one. I'm not dressed to be on set. I'm like, you look good. I'm not dressed. So anyway, thank you for watching last week's show with Jacob Elliott, an author. He's very happy that you guys, you're watching his show and that you ordered for his books. So, continue watching, continue subscribing, and follow him on Instagram and Facebook and everywhere else. Today we have someone in studio who I'm pretty. She's going to comb me, Takan Konadredi, but I'm really excited because I really don't know much about what I'm going to ask. So it's going to be like a learning curve for both of us. Just like the other guests, at least I have an idea. On this one, she started flossing with DSPs, and I'm like, relax. I'm young. Take me slow. Her name is Irene KOPHEN, but she's going to introduce herself. I told her name sounds South African, so watu wa mapiano feel represented. But she's a mapiano from Kisii. Welcome. I hope I did you justice.
You tried. You really tried. And just to let the people know, he lied. I did not brag about DSPs. And also I'm trying my best. Yeah. But my name is Irene KOPHEN. I am a playlist curator by night and by day.
So you won't mention the other thing that you do to earn an honest living? Okay.
Yeah.
So how does one become a playlist curator? Because I know on my phone I have only one playlist. No, two actually. Gospel music for Sundays and reggae.
You only listen to gospel music on Sundays?
Yeah. Okay. If you are being honest.
I mean, I understand.
It works for me and my God.
It makes sense. It really makes sense. It makes sense.
He's always in my heart, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's always in mine too.
Okay.
So I will say anyone can be a playlist curator because we listen to music a lot. Well, some people listen to music. I listen to music a lot.
I do.
So you can be a playlist curator. It just depends on what direction you want to take with your curation and your playlists, and what kind of playlist curator you also want to be. Do you want to be a mood curator? Do you want to be one of those who curates playlists for working out, when you're going for a walk, all that? Or do you want to combine both? So it just depends.
So then how do you choose the songs? And is it just songs, or do you have podcasts as well? Asking for a friend.
So tell your friend.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll speak for myself. I listen to a lot of music, and most of it is not really mainstream. So what I do and how I started was, there's so many good artists out there that we don't know about. And I was just like, I can't keep these people to myself. I keep some to myself though, but I can't keep these people to myself. So I need to share with the world, like the artists that are there. And so far, there's like people really love the playlists. I hope.
You hope. So how do you know that people are listening to your playlists?
Well, so I release a playlist every Friday. So what I do is I have it on Spotify, I have it on Deezer, I have it on Apple Music. So for Spotify, it's easy to know because of the number of likes my playlists will have. On Deezer, it's just vibes and inshallah. On Apple Music, you'll see it will bring up the people that have listened. So that's how I know. Okay. And also I push my playlists on my social media.
On social media. But why? I'm trying to see why. Because when we were talking offline, I was asking you, do you do this for fun or do you make money from it? And me, I'm very impatient when there's no money.
Oh, but why? You're asking why?
Yeah.
Why do I do it?
Yeah.
First, the obvious answer to this is why not?
Yeah.
But also, I'll just say, for me, this is more of, I cannot explain my love for music. So that for me is just, I make sure if I like an artist, I have to share, because I'm one of those people who I will listen to someone, I'm like, I want to share this with someone.
Yeah.
So it's better for me to share with many people. So it's just something that I love and I'm passionate about.
But there's a lot of Kenyan music. I was on Spotify the other day. Okay, every day. There's this artist that I discovered. I think he's called Ukweli Truth.
Yes, Ukweli. Yes.
Yeah, and I was like, where have you been all my life?
You see?
And then I discovered him by chance. I was scrolling, I was stalking someone who had left me on red, and I wanted to know, why have you left me on red? So I had he or she. Okay, she was listening.
They. Nairobi.
They were listening to Ukweli Truth, and I was like, okay, fine, let me get into your mind. And I was like, nice music. So how come then the good music is underground? Like my beards, say good hip hop is underground, like beards. Okay. But good music, like the music that really makes sense, people don't get to listen to it. Like, where is the discrepancies? As I say.
Okay. First, I'll just say good is relative. And underground is also relative. Then I'll proceed to say, and you're right, like the good artists, there's so many good artists. The problem or the issue is they're not mainstream.
Yeah.
They're not mainstream. And for them to be mainstream, someone needs to, like, there's other avenues of just pushing their music and making sure people listen to their content. Yeah. So the main distributor of music is, we listen to the radio. Yes. It's like radio is still the main distributor.
I don't know the last time I listened to radio, though. Honestly.
Okay. I love how honest you are. So radio, so when you have an artist, say I am an artist, I have really dope music, but it's not very mainstream and it's not radio worthy, then I'm stuck with the DSPs. Yeah. And that's where I come in, or we come in as curators, where we take my music, put it on our playlist and push it.
So you are like DJ Ameomoka.
DJ Ameomoka, lakini sina turntables. Yeah. Turntables ni the DSPs.
The DSPs.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. There are a lot of content creators in the country at the moment, and most of them are always wondering, how then do I get to these platforms? Of course, there's YouTube, which everyone is on right now, but you want to push your music and you want to earn, even if it's not just music, maybe it's other things as well. You want to earn from this, and you guys are coming in and saying, okay, fine, I can help curate a playlist. But then how do they find you? They have to wait for you to find them. How do artists find me? How do they make it to your playlist? So, like, okay, so let me give a scenario. Fine, this band there, the Burna Boys and the Otile Browns, who are already well known. But then there's a Benito out there, who thinks he can rap. Or hopefully he can rap. Okay, Benito, I hope you rap. Hopefully he can rap. But then maybe by the time you notice them, they'll already be so far gone. So how then do you find them, or how do they find you?
So that's very interesting, because most of them I just find on the streaming sites. And then there's those who will reach out to me via DM and my email as well, which I have on all my social media platforms. So they reach out to me and just say, listen to my music. Is it like, can we get like a playlist placement? And I'm happy to do that. If I like the song, if I listen to the song and I really like it and it goes with one of the themes of one of the playlists that I'm going to release, they make the cut.
You do that for free?
Yes, I do that for free.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
There's I was reading about Andes Modundo, which I just discovered is Danish, actually, not even Kenyan, and it's called Mdundo. And for the young people out there who listen to the show and they wonder, fine, if I give this streaming platform my music, how much am I going to make? Because you remember, it's a business at the end of the day.
Yes.
Yeah, so for you, I don't know how you're able to advise them. Have you thought about business sizing this thing?
You mean monetize?
Monetizing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't. I'll say this is my passion project, and whatever I get, like the opportunities I get from just being known as a playlist curator, I really I'm appreciating them for now, because I get to have conversations. If last year, I keep telling everyone this, if last year, a time like now, you'd have told me, utakuwa umeongea na wasee wengi, I would have laughed.
Give us examples.
Like I have worked, or rather I am working with Eric KOPHEN, because he has a new label. He has a new label, and he recently released a new single with a new duo in town called Television, and new songs are coming out. Yeah, so at least working with him and working with the label has been such an experience, and because I've gotten to interact with him as an artist. Under the label, there's also producers, and just seeing the beauty of them work, and just seeing how well we can promote what they're doing, and just promote the young artists as well. I think it's just phenomenal.
Shout out to Irene KOPHEN. Nchi ya kitu kidogo. I hope anakupatia kitu kidogo. Nchi ya kitu kidogo. But you're probably too young to know that music.
Yeah, that's what they say. I'm not too young. Yeah. Okay.
That's a warning from her. When it comes to collaborating, you told me that you work with a lot of different people, a lot of collaborators. Personally, I don't know how that works. Do they come to you? Do you go to them? Do you find each other? As Alfred would like to say.
So when I started, I was just doing playlists alone, and then since tangu last month and this month, that's when I started doing collaborations, and thanks to Chaxi,
that guy,
he does the Slaylist playlist, and he's the one who asked me, do you want to collaborate on my playlist? I said, why not? You're like my favorite curator of all time, dude. Like, why not? Shout out to Chaxi.
Shout out.
Yeah, so that's how it started. And then I reached out to other playlist curators. One, I reached out to my first collaborator was Odli Mutai. Shout out to you. We did an Afro jazz playlist. Then I reached out to Skaden, who's also another a dope playlist curator. We did a banger playlist, which that is the most fun I have ever had, curating a playlist. Then second, we had an R&B playlist with Patricia Kihoro. Then I had a shout out to you. Then I did a neo soul playlist with Suki Murage. Last week I did a Kenyan hip hop playlist with not an artist. If I say his real name, he's going to kill me. Shout out to you. And today I just released my playlist for today. 24, and my collaborator is Tetushani. Shout out to you.
Hi.
Shout out to you, Tetushani.
You're just here dropping big names.
The thing is, with all these people, I had to shoot my shots.
Benito.
Me nearly shoot shot, by the way. Like, don't think you're too small. Just go and ask. And you'll be shocked that most of these people are watching.
So you're saying all I have to do is shoot my shot?
Shoot your shot. Okay. If they say no, that's fine. Try again in like 2 years.
What are you doing today? Okay. I meant to ask about, for music, it's all about. But first, how many songs are in a playlist, or in general?
Mine?
Yeah.
Mine. Okay. So they vary. So there's some with 11.
Yeah.
Well, 11 songs. Some have 15 songs. Some have 20. Then the one that I have, like the longest playlist, has like 100 and something songs, and that was my very, very, very first playlist.
Your rookie days.
Hey.
When you're trying to impress.
Yeah, and that's the one that people really love.
Yeah.
Because the mood is like that. Listening to that playlist is like waking up on a sunny morning and the birds are just by your window.
Too bad it's raining.
Right?
Yeah.
Any party pooper, but it's fine.
I'll save it for January when the sun will be out and there will be no money in my pocket.
Okay.
But yeah, I was going to ask about, music is all about feelings and emotions and all that, that emotional roller coaster that it gets you to.
Mm-hmm.
And for you, is it, from the personal feelings that you go through that you get to create the music, to curate
mm-hmm.
the music? Maybe you could be going through that financial downturn, and so you just put their songs, Cardinali or someone, So I'd like to know basically, the music that you create from your personal experience or just for fun.
Both. I'll say both, because I have playlists that I have curated when I've just been like, there's a lot of pain, and I put it all into the playlist. No.
Okay.
But you'll see, like, it's out there.
Yeah.
It's out there.
Yeah.
So there is, for example, you know what? So 14 is a playlist that it's on there. So 14 is a playlist about pain. 15 is a playlist about love, just celebrating love and how love makes you feel. So most of the times when I'm feeling happy, a playlist might come out of it.
14 is a playlist about pain.
Yeah, 14 is a playlist about lost love. Lost love, like how it feels when you lose someone.
Sure,
and I remember
that.
Yeah, Benito, please. Zima tu stima na uishe. Mse hawezi kuongelesha hivi. But yeah, I mean, it's just at times I go with the mood that I'm in, and at times I'm just like, I feel like curating a banger playlist today. Yeah.
So I'm sure like there are 3 words that I can't pronounce. One is vulnerability. The other one is itinerary.
Yeah.
And the last one is extenta. Like that artist.
Tentacles.
Yeah, exactly. That one. I can't pronounce his name.
Sini extent. Okay, every time I try to say his name, I always say something that is not his name.
Exactly.
So I say extension cables. It's fine.
So I don't even bother with.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now when I was listening to X's song, not my ex, but X.
Extension.
The Tension song. And I was doing some research some time back, late last year. And you find that a lot of young people, after he had died, now they started killing themselves also. And there's a correlation with music and suicide. Like, if you listen to, what's her name? Where are the avocados? This small chick, 19-year-old.
Billie Eilish.
Yeah. So if you listen to...
Did you just say avocados?
Yeah. That was her name. Where are the avocados? I started following her because she liked avocados.
Okay, right.
Then she removed avocados from the bio, and then I left. our marriage wasn't working. But yeah, so you realize that a lot of young people tend to kill themselves or follow their artists because they can say like this guy has very sad music, but I like it. Roadwave, I'm just there like play that music, play that sad music, and then for young people, especially who are not able to process the emotions, they might take things a bit too far and end up maybe committing suicide or just harming themselves through body harm. I don't know if this has ever happened to you or if you know someone who this has happened to, and how then you are able to deal with it. Because me, I know I can't.
You can't. I the best, I'll say this, with music and with a fan base, for an artist to have a specific fan base, that means they're relatable to the person.
Exactly.
So when Billie Eilish sings about sadness, you feel the sadness.
She's like 19.
Exactly. Because there's people who will sing happy songs, like LMFAO. Remember LMFAO?
Party rock. There's a long time.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
There's those who will do party rock, and then there's the Mac Millers of this world who will sing songs that are relatable to most of the people.
Yes.
And I would say it just depends. If a song speaks to your soul, I'm not sure about the self-harm and the other things, but I feel like when you relate to, when an artist sings something and you relate to that song, it's that hits hard. That hits so hard.
When Nani died, Mac Miller, or basically Avicii, we get to discover that there's a lot that is hidden behind the music, and people may be screaming out for help, and we really don't pay attention because we just want to feel good, like tonight is Friday, I'll just be there, kila mtu akona pombe and maybe maybe it's a call for help. And for you as a curator, because you get to to listen to a lot of music, is there a theme that cuts across all these songs?
I will say, and I'm not speaking for the artists, but I'll say I see a lot of life experiences, like life things. Because there's people who will talk about depression, there's people who will talk about love, there's people who will talk about breakups, there's people who will sing about there's that Giveon song that is very toxic. There's Giveon who will talk about najua tumeachana lakini ujue I'm still your best. Hata uende wapi utarudi tu.
Is the future of music.
There's that
like the future. No pun intended.
No. Future is future.
Future is that toxic.
Nevadius is just Nevadius because that's his real name. So it's just talking life things, and which I appreciate and I just love to see. And like you said, most artists are screaming for help. For example, did you know Hey Ya by Outkast? Such a sad song.
I didn't know.
It's just that it gives you uns, but the lyrics are
one Outkast
sad.
The popular one, the one that he sings for his baby mama. That's all.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson.
That one.
How much music do you listen to?
I listen to a lot of music.
Okay.
But
I guess
not
it's specific. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So Hey Ya is such. There's an upbeat uns to it, but it's a very sad song. Yeah. So also just realizing that these artists are people, and emotions drive people.
Emotions drive people, which is true, because if maybe I'm in the Mathri or in the car and I want to shout out the world, I'll more or less listen to music, and it kind of gets dangerous because you lose the social cues of life if you are always plugged in. Like I know myself, I have a problem. I'm always in headphones.
Don't worry. Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
But then you see, it becomes like we become a snobby generation. We don't talk to each other because I know Billie Eilish has a song for that. You know, if I need a drink, there's a song for that. Like there's a song for everything. Just like right now, there's an app for everything. Don't you think then that you're part of the problem? Because as much as music is good, if you're always in earphones, even when I'm doing the dishes, when I'm in the house, just like, can these people go so that I can listen to my music? And then someone wants to put their playlist, I want to put my playlist.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. Because most of the time, sometimes I will have my headphones on and I'm not listening to anything. I'm just like, that is a social cue to just not talk to me at all.
So that you can listen to gossip. That is the best way to listen to gossip in the bathroom.
Hey, look at you speaking for yourself. So now,
for a friend.
No. For me, I granted, yes, I always have my earphones on, but at times it's not always for music. At times it's just to let it be a nonverbal cue of just leave me alone, don't talk, don't touch me, to me. Yeah.
What's the one thing that music has taught you from curating all these playlists?
Kuna uchungu duniani. My gosh.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pain.
Yeah.
And also, with the music business bit of it, because once I started curating, I started reading and getting more into the music business.
Yeah.
For the young artists, like, just do your best, be your best. And when you're putting out music, I understand YouTube is the most accessible one and it's easy because you don't pay, but try your best to also get into this other streaming sites, because it just expands your reach, and also you might get a little bit of cash from it.
Yeah.
More cash from it.
Okay. There's a lot of pain, that's what you said.
Yeah, there's a lot. Oh gosh.
What kind of pain?
Damn. People are so hurt. Some are feeling like it's like the world is just burning, and you don't know where to go. So you have to sit in that fire and choke on the smoke.
That's pretty graphic.
I know. I saw it. Gosh. Yeah.
Okay. And for you right now, what is that one song or playlist that defines your life?
A playlist that defines my life.
Can I? Now, because I know people change. Could go outside there and it's wakadinali.
Unapenda wakadinali?
Vibaya sana.
Okay. Got it.
This is not a paid partnership.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
A playlist that, can I give a song?
Give a song. Macarena. Kila mtu ako na pombe. This generation.
Gosh. I'm trying to. Hey, so now the songs are just gone.
Yeah.
Because why?
Take your time. We have all day.
No, we don't. Okay. Let me see. Kenyan. Wacha tuanze na Kenyan. Kenyan, I will say, there's a song by Eric Wainaina, John Zenze, Blinky Bill, na Kendi Nkonge, called Don't Bury Me. And the reason why I like it kind of symbolizes my life. Yeah. It's how whimsical that song is. So ikona mapanda shuka. Yeah. So with regards to sound, that song is the soundtrack of my life. Internationally, with regards to rap, hip hop, rap. I sound like, it's like saying disco.
Certified Lover.
No, that album was bad. I'll say Kendrick Lamar's that song, Money Trees. Money Trees. J-Rock's verse on The King is Dead. Yeah. In fact, J-Rock's verse on The King is Dead. That is my life.
That's your life. I'm going to search for that song.
Yes, please. And R&B. R&B.
People listen to R&B. Oh, people in love out here. Love is a beautiful thing.
But R&B, at times it's not
but all
about...
R&B is all about love and making love, and I'm like, those are boys to men. They're just there. I'll make love. No.
Please.
No, don't.
Excuse me.
Don't make love.
Apana. This is where I just stand and leave. No, like R&B were are perfect.
Do we have R&B artists in Kenya? I used to know Nani only Deej.
Yes, we
Sazingine.
do. Sazingine, dude. Wherever you went.
That defined my childhood.
Sazingine.
And Nonini before he became king of Genge. There's a song that he did for love. I think he did it just for...
Please sing it.
I can't sing it.
Because the only...
Okay,
when you said Nonini...
I just like Nonini's Manziwa Nairobi
When
song.
you said Nonini, the only thing that came to mind ni ka wewe ni Manziwa Nairobi amka na wanze katika.
I love that song. Like when that song plays in the club, I have to remind myself...
It's a good... That is a good song. That's okay.
So I sit down.
Sasa sisi ndio tuna live. We are living the song kwa sababu sisi ni Manziwa Nairobi.
In fact, that song is going to be playing in the background. I love that song.
That song is perfect.
Nonini, shout out.
Yes, we do.
Get through.
We do have R&B singers. Akina Zenia Manase, Karun.
I have a crush on that chick. Bibasan.
Okay.
I've wrote her letters, but I haven't sent them. I'm on that line between stalker and researcher.
That is risky.
Very risky.
Like, kill the stalker beat completely. Yeah.
Like I go to
just
she's fine. Kako sawa.
Uko sawa. Sawa Mviri. But what you can do.
And Mviri too.
Mviri, yes, Mviri, Benso. Benso.
Mviri. I'm an Mviri guy.
Hey, Benso.
And Mviri bana.
Who else? There's a bunch of them. There's a dude called Flyer. Flyer. There's Ethan Muziki. Watendawili.
Never heard of these people. No offense.
Karun.
I know Karun.
Apo sasa tume. There's Karun. There's a lady called Michelle Gatwiku who is amazing.
There's Nikita who still wants to be my ex.
Nikita Kering. Wow, you really you need to leave.
Hey, but she's going to save our music industry. That chick can sing, and she's only 19. My God, the future. Not that our music industry is dying.
No, that's because that was my next question. I know you're the one asking questions here,
no,
but
you can ask
that was my next question. Like, do you feel like it's dying?
No, I feel
okay.
I think that we are doing well, but we could always do better.
Yeah, if we had policies and structures in place.
Okay, we can always blame structures, but we can also just do our own stuff. I go there on the comment boxes on YouTube, and you see, say, Joe Boy is trending, Diamond is trending, and we have Mr. Seed trending only in Kenya. But if you see the comment section, Kenya. But if you go to our songs on YouTube, you don't see Nigerians, or Zimbabweans commenting as much as we comment on their music. Like we saw. And of course, this is a beaten horse where everyone complains about how Kenyans, we don't support our own, which is true. Is it true? Because you've been in the industry for longer. But for me, personally, when I go to the comment sections, especially for Nigerian music, it's purely Kenyan who are in the comment section. Mostly.
Well, I'll say this. Those who are trying to push Kenyan content and Kenyan music, they're really working. They're really trying. Yeah. You're trying your best. But also I know you said something about us blaming the system and the policies, but you need to understand it always comes back to that. For example, South Africa radio, they've been told you need to play, like there's a policy saying you need to play mostly South African music.
Yeah.
So if we had that here,
don't we have it? I thought there was a Play K music rule going on.
That was a
at least
campaign.
60%.
That was a campaign.
It didn't work.
It was a campaign.
But that's why at least we have now the DSPs.
DSPs, and we also have like radio stations that are 100% dedicated to playing Kenyan music. So it's just play your part. Scam cardinality sana sana. It's just play your part. What I'll say is play your part.
Play your part.
Play your part. Share the music. Promote that artist. Go to Mook if they have their album there. Buy it.
Yes.
So just go beyond
Yeah.
going onto YouTube and watching the video. Like the video is great, but also
they need money.
They need money and they need to sustain themselves.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Artists tunasuffer huku nje. Sina song, but I'm an artist. Of which you need to remind. There's a guy called Romy Swahili who I like his music. So if you can, please buy his music.
We will buy.
You will?
We will buy.
Send you. So he's nice.
Just share where we can buy and listen.
Sawa. If your life was a billboard, what will it say?
I don't know why you asked that, and the only thing that came to mind was Matata.
No. Because they were playing in Nanyuki Jana.
They were playing Nanyuki?
I don't know how I knew that.
As we digress. If my life was a billboard, what would it say?
No, it's today. They're there today.
No, today?
Yeah.
No, now I'm thinking about your question. I'm broader than Broadway. Broader than Broadway. Barrington Levy.
Listen to that.
Where? You.
Rock. Yeah. Music of my fathers. Brother and Broadway.
Broader than Broadway.
What does that mean? English
I'm
is not
not.
our tongue.
In other words, I'm not limited.
Yeah.
Like I might see myself as like a small.
Spec.
This is but
You're bigger than that.
yeah.
Amazing. Since I've been asking you questions for kiddo 40 minutes.
Okay, it's been 40 minutes of me answering questions.
No.
Hey.
Having a conversation.
Oh.
I'm going to give you an opportunity to ask me one. I'm not married. So
No, that was a list of my One question I would ask you. Tell me.
Cardinali.
Z.
Okay.
Z. Give me like five of your top artists in Kenya.
Nviri wa Cardinali. Are you sure this is the easiest question ever? Nviri wa Cardinali, Zenia, Sauti Sol, and Romy.
Romy.
Yeah.
Okay. So those are mainstream. Apart from Romy.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me do
Patia wengine. Like those who are not mainstream.
Okay. Sawa. Wakadinali is mainstream because they're really unmainstream.
Very mainstream.
They're really
very mainstream.
Sawa. So there's Romy.
Mm-hmm.
There's Kenyan Alpha. There's Diana. Okay, she's also a bit mainstream. There's this other chick, Chaboli.
Chaboli. Okay.
Chaboli.
Uh-huh.
There's wait. What's the name of this chick? I always forget her name. No, Jovial is
someone is just yelling.
Yeah, but Jovial
and a shout.
Okay, who did we say? There's Romy Swahili. Kenyan Alpha. He's my cousin, by the way. He's dope. There's Chaboli. There's or something. I can't remember his name very well. And then this Surface. Use a boy something. It's a boy. Yes, a boy. He's a rap guy.
Okay.
And of course,
so
all that people who calligraph,
So you're more of a hip hop rap type person.
No, it's just that their music, their hip hop. I told you, good hip hop is underground, which you told me it's not.
I did not say it's not. I said underground is relative. Underground,
my
relative.
fear with when people go mainstream, like there's an artist I'm listening to right now. What's her name? Let me see. I can't remember. I'll remember during the show, but she's so good. And my fear is that Billy Black. The moment.
Billy Black.
I know.
Hey, bless his vocal cords.
That guy, Bana.
Bless your vocal cords.
Billy
Billy Black. Billy Black.
Huh? I told
One
you,
of a kind.
Me, if you took away my cheek, I'll be okay. Because I mean,
Billy Black.
Yeah.
But he mostly sings about heartbreak.
I know,
God.
but there's a lot of pain. At least we
Yeah.
established that. So I told them, if you go mainstream, I'm afraid you'll have to compromise on your style so that you can sell more. But I think you have a core audience here, and that's the problem. Because people who are underground, they have a core audience of believers. But then when they go mainstream, they have more numbers but less believers. I don't know if.
And do you feel like there's an effect in their sound?
Yes, I do understand what's popular is not necessarily what is right, and vice versa. Say, for instance, let's give an example of Billy. When Billy now becomes pure mainstream, like Bien was saying, sometimes you have to make art for art's sake, and sometimes you have to make art to make money. There are songs that you can just produce to make money, like that album that you was talking about, Live and Die. That was purely a money album.
Yeah.
Right. So and that is what I'm afraid of. Although I do understand as artists we have to eat as well. So that is normally my fear. I don't know.
Also, like, there's a conversation about expanding your scope.
Yeah.
So you'll realize if you're an artist in Kenya, you will have your fan base, and then you'll get to a point where you want to explore other sounds, and your diehard fans will start saying, umse manze hatupati content, tunafeel ni kama sound yake imekuwa nini, mi amechange, hata ndaacha kumsikiza nini. But the thing is, you have to understand, like, ever since I started the downside is I stopped listening. I still listen to music as a fan, but I also try to make sense business, like music business wise. So it's the same as Wizkid, who has a very strong album, a deluxe album of the same. Then he went and took Justin someone to get on the song. At one point, as a fan, I was like, why?
I know.
He's going to dilute the sound that Essence has.
You don't know it.
But then, wow.
That was a great pun. Yes. Landed well.
But, like, with regards to the music business, Wizkid was like, so Justin Bieber at the moment, he's like the number one artist, right? So how do we get to Billboard Top 100? They made the cut, number 10, last week. And it's because they knew well to just take Justin Bieber. The rest of us, we were like, why? Me as a fan.
Yeah.
My fan side was like, why? This dude will just come and dilute the sound. Yeah. But also, this is how Thames gets a bigger check. This is how Wizkid gets a bigger check. That's how the song ended up in Top 100 Billboard. Yeah. That's how they're all making bigger checks. So from time to time, we also need to understand, as much as I am a diehard Billy Black fan, there's a time Billy Black needs to do collaborations that will not make me happy, but he's gonna make money.
Yeah.
He's going to change his sound because he's trying to also try to see what is the new sound and what is happening, what is working and what is not. So it's also experiential when it comes to the artist. So it's just gauging and just seeing how it goes.
I think that covers it. And for you, are you satisfied? Of course, I know you are not even 8 years old yet.
Yes.
Are you satisfied with the way you've led your life up to now?
Am I satisfied?
Are you?
I am, but I could do more. There's more to come. Yeah.
Experiential more.
Yeah. With regards to my curation, with regards to my social life, with regards to everything else.
Which music is going to define the next phase of your life?
I'm tempted to say every Boutros music. Every Boutros song. But
I can't hear anything. I'm old.
Kama mimi naweza sikia ati Wanjiru ko single. Mimi niko single pia. Why can't you hear? Who's sang your part?
Like you said, some music are made for commercial appeal.
Are you serious? First of all,
I tried listening to
Boutros.
He's a good artist.
Hata Ndovu Niku.
Pamela. Okay, first of all, we need to tell Ndovuku he's outdone the Pamela thing. I keep complaining to my friends. Like, after he did the Pamela song in Ndovuku, right? And then he went and do Mandy, Siwezi Rudi Home, right? And then he's like, Pamela will be there. I'm like, God, we got
Think of it.
I know it's
no. Maybe Pamela ni msee mwenye atakuja kulaunch kwa album. Maybe.
First of all, they stole SK Blues shtick. Pamela njoo kwa Mungu.
That's the whole. When you kept saying Pamela, when you kept saying Pamela, that is the song that was singing. But also, I don't think they did that. Yeah. It's just.
Much I understand. It's just business and people are like that. But anyway, I'm a sucker for the art. Finally, as we come to a close, what's your definition of success?
My definition of success is me getting to a point where I am comfortable, I am at peace with myself, I am focused, but all in all, it's just peace of mind. Peace of mind. That's when I'll say, when all the hamster in my head decides to just chill and go for brunch. That's success.
Good luck on that.
Thank you very much. I'm really like I'm that's where we're trying to go.
There's a lot of bad advice in the industry. Like someone just told me the other day, keep on trying, and I was like, no, I'm done with that phase of my life. Like
of trying.
No, whatever. It's like wearing a onesie. It was like, I can't fit in a onesie anymore. It's nice, but I'm done with that phase of my life. Or carrying tote bags or fanny packs, of which if you're a man and you're carrying a fanny pack, tafadhali tukutane archives on Monday. We need to have a talk.
What do you want to tell them?
Not to carry fanny packs.
Continue carrying fanny packs,
no.
Guys. You guys look great.
No.
You guys look amazing in your fanny packs. You're making a fashion statement.
It's a fad now. It's more of a fad.
It's making fashion statements.
You
but you have a nice sling bag. What is that? He has a nice tote bag. So whatever.
But it's exactly. The thing with fanny packs is that we've outdone it. It's like when during the generation of, was it pedal pushers? When they came out. How old am I? But you remember
you're old. You're old.
I'm getting there. Or it could be just research.
But you see, let me tell you. Our parents used to wear fanny packs at one point of their lives.
And they didn't do it every day.
They did.
Every day.
They did.
No, it's just that everywhere I go, there's a fanny pack in my face.
Yeah.
No.
Why?
It's too much.
Then don't leave the house.
Exactly. Now that was part of the advice.
Oh, okay.
So that was one of the worst.
If you don't like it, don't leave the house.
I cannot. I don't. Claustrophobia. Me and my ego cannot fit in the same house. But anyway, what is the worst piece of advice you've gotten?
You only live once, guys.
But that's what's.
You live several times, you die once. Just no. Yeah. Fanya tu, just jump.
Yeah. clearly bungee jumping dates are out of the question.
No, I haven't done that yet. So they're still there.
Yeah.
Hope I don't fall. But yeah, it's still there. That was the worst advert. Like, I really don't like you only live once. I really don't like it. Yeah, but that is for me and my house. The rest, you live very many times, you die once. Yeah. So to quote Schmidt from the no, not Schmidt. No, this dude from The Office. What's his name?
I don't watch The
Office US. Oh. Hey, I'm questioning a few things, but it's fine. It's not Schmidt. No, he was Jim's. Jim used to sit here. He used to sit there. I forgot his name.
We will link The Office season 1, 16.
1 through 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone likes to tell their past self something, like, if I was younger, I'd probably, grow more beards. I'd probably not talk to that guy. But here we like to tell our future self something. So tell
my future self. When it all works out, don't forget who you are. And also, Boutros is still the best artist.
Niggas for the win. You sat there actually when it all works out, and then you did this. It's like I have a problem with those Twitter guys. Those Twitter guys who want to sound deep.
Fake deep ones.
So they finish every tweet with "let that sink in," and I'm like,
watch I sing, and then they have Wanakaivi. They pose like this. You may think it's exactly. Malcolm X.
Yeah. Let's say something like, so milk is actually just cow urine, but better. Let that sink in.
Or at times you can just open the door and leave.
Let that sink in.
Let that sink in. And you're like, that is like when you open the door,
like, that's how it's supposed
you need to, that's how it works. But I love it.
When one door closes, you should probably try opening the next door.
Or jump right out the window. Let that sink in.
So God tells you, Kofen, I'm giving you 60 seconds. Your time is done here on earth, but I can give you 60 or so seconds to tell the world the 3 lessons that you've learned in your life, and those 3 lessons are what you leave the world with. What are those 3 truths that you live by?
1.
Yeah.
When you're creating, create for yourself and one other person. 2, and this is going to sound weird, always Rihanna that shit. And by that I mean with every cheeky.
That mama has a sexy forehead.
Anyway, what I meant is, you'll notice most of the times, like Rihanna anaweza chukua hata isweta and she will make it look good.
What?
So in whatever it looks nice. It looks. Sawa, anaweza chukua hii nini, and she will make it look very high fashion. Yeah. So in whatever you do, always Rihanna that shit. Make sure if it's that project, just make it look good, and also have nice content in it. Like in whatever you create, just give it your all and make it look good. And the third one, is there a third one?
Yeah.
A third one would be find me on Spotify, on Apple Music, and Deezer. The name is Kophen, Kophen. You can follow me on Twitter. You can follow me on Instagram, Kerubo_Kophen. Facebook, it's just an unfamiliar territory for me. Yeah.
It's for the old people, Benitos and the likes.
Benito atakwambia. But the end of this thing, just find this person. Umpige.
We have unsolved issues.
Really, that's why. Na Benito ndo maana amenyamaza hapa. He has a funny pack. Even better, it's a fashion statement. Chapati is trash.
Yeah, so follow her on Instagram, Twitter. Tagged.
Oh, so Twitter is KOPHEN _.
Yeah.
Instagram is Kerubo _KOPHEN. If you follow me on Spotify, it's just KOPHEN. You'll see the chick with like 49 playlists. That's me. Apple Music, it's KOPHEN as well. Deezer, it's KOPHEN.
Are you on Tinder or those other sites for other people?
No,
she's not on. So if you see her face, we asking because
if you see
people use people's faces,
Oh,
like I'm a popular catfishing.
Really?
At least that's what I've heard.
On what? Tinder?
Yep.
So guys, anyway, if you see this face anywhere on the dating apps, Bumble, yeah, if you see all those, if you see my face, it's not me.
It's probably Benito.
It's
So that was Kerubo _KOPHEN, and yeah, I've had an amazing conversation. I feel like I know more about the industry.
Do you?
Of course.
Do you want us to have like a quick fire session next?
You want to ask me quick fire?
Yeah, quick fire questions.
Okay. Like how many?
Actually, it's just one. If you were to fix the Kenyan music industry, what would you do?
I'll put Wakadinali on top and then everyone can follow. Okay, sawa basi. If I were to fix it, when is it broken? Because that's also the other question that
you see someone shaking his head like,
is it really broken? Because you see, music is a matter of subjective taste. So if maybe today I'm feeling Wakadinali, it's like in the past I was feeling Nonini, right? And I felt I outgrew him.
You outgrew Nonini.
Or rather, his music no longer made sense in my life, right? Depending on the situation I was in.
True.
And where I am in life right now. Maybe I'm exploring different things. Because I'm also growing as a human being, as a person. Okay. These are not those quotes you put on
because the rest of us are growing as animals.
Those are the quotes that people put when they're left.
Think about
growing
it.
As a person. But anyway, so I'd say I wouldn't want to fix anything. I'd just recommend that everyone to find their own music instead of trying and fix what's not broken.
Great. So you've answered as a fan.
Yeah.
Think about it in the music business side.
In the music business side,
like,
because I know the
what would you tweak? What would you
tweak
tweak
in this country? We don't have one. We don't have like a policy that caters towards musicians and the industry as well. But also the ones that we have, it's those people who can shout the loudest that get to it, which is also a survival scheme. Yeah. For me, I'd say it's much easier to form unions formed by artists rather than bureaucrats. If you are an artist and I'm an artist and Benito is an artist, we should form our own and create our own music streaming sites, like what Jay-Z did with Tidal, and those other people have it such that it's owned by the musicians themselves, the artists themselves, because we know our problems. It's like me telling you my man problems. You'll never understand them because you're not a man. I think so far. But if you're an artist, and that's the problem with creatives. We don't like sharing. We're very selfish with our work. So we feel if me and you join, you might outshine me, which is a terrible way of looking at stuff, but that's the reality on the ground. So if I put on my thinking cap and show you my real ears, which is
you're the cap.
Yeah. I'll this is just wig. Yeah. That's what I'd recommend. I don't know if I've answered the question.
Yeah. The one thing that I picked was collaboration, which is very important. We are partners and not competitors. Exactly. So that's why even like I love seeing artists doing different things, even if it's artists from different genres coming together and just saying this is possible. Please go for it.
And the music
Go.
when it comes out is amazing.
Yes, so go for
Like
it.
me and Rihanna having a baby. Imagine that. All this skin and that forehead. Amazing.
Collaboration is important, guys.
Collaboration is important, guys. So collaborate, we've always collaborated. Like if you go back to the past, the colonialists.
In what way? Collaborated in what way?
Colonialism, but in the essence of today. But I think what I learned from Gengeton, which was that, those kids, were it not for that they lack the business acumen, they shared their content together. They were like, I know this guy. They formed gangs, good gangs, to create music. They didn't care about anything else.
They really
Only
did.
they got someone to guide them, monetize their stuff.
And also,
Yeah.
if we did not bash them for the content that they're giving,
Yeah.
that would have been the any guys, I'm telling you, Gengeton is
But then again, that is like saying, the world is not a perfect place, so bashing is expected.
Is to be expected, yes, and that's okay. But also, we really hyped Akina Ethic,
Yeah.
which, gosh, I have to go and listen to the Gengeton playlist.
Yeah. You're welcome.
So we really uplifted this genre, and then after walifika hapo juu,
Yeah.
started throwing stones, and that's the one thing. Like
Tall poppy syndrome. They grew too fast.
They grew too fast, and
were
so
jealous.
we were like, who do you think? Why are you talking about girls and doing this and this? But if you look in retrospect, and I don't want to name names, I have that one song that nilikuwa naisikia kwa mat. I start, you're looking for places to hide, because what the hell was nasikia utamu?
By the bags. Nasikia utamu.
Alafu kuna part of the song wako uko, my god, can we just stop?
Why?
Cause
It's artistic expression.
it is. I wish we could all say Gengeton is also like artistic expression and not bash them for what they're saying, because they're singing realities.
Yeah.
It's just that us in our little offices, in our houses, we're just like hizo ni songs gani wanaimbisha? And we were dancing to these songs.
Ai vibaya sana. Hey, kwanza wa mama out there, you guy. Thank God I'm a Christian.
Anyway.
That was our time with Irene KOPHEN. Follow her on Instagram, Twitter. She's not on Tinder or tagged, so too bad for you guys. I don't know. I'll see you around, I think, if you want.
If you want, that's where you lost the bet.
Oh, I'm just keeping options open because I know people don't like to be crowded.
So you should have just left it at I'll see you around.
I'll see you around.
Question mark.
I'll edit that part out. I'll be
Yeah.
like, hey, this guy is smooth.
Thanks.
But
At least ukae smooth operator. Ukae smooth operator. See hapo kwa if you want. Then I'm just like, man, I don't want.
Did you have fun?
I really did.
You did?
I really did
Is
have
there a
fun.
question I didn't ask that I was supposed to ask?
No.
Okay. Fantastic. See you next Friday. We'll put the links to her channel, her Spotify, so that you can go straight to her playlist. Toodles, don't do drugs, at least not alone. Bye.